It is week 2, and I am quite tired, but I am still going. And I'm finally getting to fill in some things and give some context to some of these drawings so they're not just all a bunch of random tiny little things everywhere. This week I did a lot of lettering in all sorts of different angles and configurations. So that was good practice because I have more lettering to go next week. I'm feeling good about my progress though, and I feel like I should be able to finish this whole thing on time. Alright, I have finished this one, and I'm quite happy with it. I enjoyed the kind of like worn look I managed to get on the cover of it, and thought I did a pretty good job copying that emblem there. That was not easy. The lettering was actually fun. I was thinking about it, and I realized that I spent tons of time just doing random lettering when I was in school because I was bored during class, so... yeah, I feel like I was well prepared for that. So I have a little extra time tonight, so I think I'm probably going to also work a little bit on the desert behind these things. Yeah. That was fun. Now you can see that there's something that's supposed to be right there that I didn't put in, but yeah. The rest of it was just, doing some desert and getting started on parts of the car. So I like that one. It's nice to see these two with some actual context around them too. Okay, this is really funny. So I just realized I forgot to draw the other arm of the sunglasses. Like, it's in the reference photo I created, but I just forgot to put it there. So out comes our friend the white paint, because I'm going to have to remove the bottom of Jordy's legs there and part of this camera. That's so funny. I can't believe I did that. that was fun. It's interesting, you know, like I expected the sunglasses to look about how they do, but I kind of didn't quite expect the sunscreen to look like that. It's interesting. I'm trying to decide if I think that they're actually the right colors in relation to each other, but I kind of think they are. Sometimes it's hard to get the like when things are like a mid-tone like this and you're using pen, it can sometimes be really difficult to differentiate between two mid-tones just because like of the way you have to do the shading. It kind of, sometimes things can all look a little bit samey. So I don't think it's really a problem, but it's kind of interesting. It's almost like I put like a filter over it that kind of like normalized everything. I don't know. It's interesting. I like it though. That is enough for today. I'm definitely going to have to go in and kind of revise this desert and make it all match each other. So part of what's going on here is that we have this mountain that's lit up still, and this part of the desert is actually in shadow. So that's why it's so dark. When you go over here, this part of the desert looks a little lighter, which I do intend, but maybe not quite that light. I haven't decided yet. So I have to kind of make it flow, you know, but it'll be hard to do until it all like connects up with each other. My little dove looks very happy. So yeah, that was fun. As per usual, I probably got a little obsessed with doing that desert part, but it looks so cool when it's done. So yeah. So I was finished with the cookies probably, I don't know, half an hour or so ago, but I decided to go ahead and do the emergency break while I was at it. So, yeah. That was fun. It was, doing the lettering on that took a really long time. Like, especially, like, the cursive and how it's all mangled because the bag of cookies is mangled. That was a real challenge. And shading this was challenging too, because it's one of those things where you spend all this time drawing all this stuff on there and then you like shade half of it out anyway. But it always looks better when you actually do it, so I don't know. I do like it. I am tired. I'm ready to have a snack. It's like 3 in the morning on Friday, so it's a little late, but what do you do? This is what drawing procrastination looks like. I have this whole thing to draw, but I don't feel like drawing that. I'm drawing random background things. I'm just so tired today. Okay, getting this one on video is a little hard because I went all the way down with the arm, but you get the idea. That was fun. It was nice to get some of the background in there, start actually putting things kind of like together, you know? And I had a lot of fun doing Bill's hands because his hands have a lot of texture, so that's fun to do in pen for sure. And this is actually the remote for a drone. So that'll give you some clues there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of sweep across this so you can see what we have here. So starting over this way and then working my way across. So this is a drone up here in case you hadn't figured that out. And that is being controlled by the remote control. And I kind of filled in all of this stuff over here. So now you kind of get an idea of how this all is starting to fit together.